Hello, 7 East receiving students and teachers. Thank you. Take your seats. Okay, receiving students and the model class. In our last lesson, we looked at the moon. And we found out that the moon changes its shape every time it orbits around the earth, or its phases change and we see the different shapes in the night. Now let's go back to some words that we have learned in our last lesson to describe the different phases of the moon. Looking up here on the whiteboard, receiving students, tell your teacher as we go through this recap exercise. I have the diagram here showing how many days it takes for the moon to go around the earth. Right, we start with 0 days, that's why I have 0 here. Now, when the moon is between the earth and the sun, what is the name given to the moon? You don't see it in the night, but what is the name given? Very good. We describe that as the new moon. Okay, new moon, it's about to show itself. So as it moves, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, it comes to this shape here. Class, what is this shape called? Crescent. Good. Let's spell it together. Crescent face. Is this the right spelling? C-R-E? C-R-E-A-S-E-N-T. Any idea? C-R-E? S-C-E-N-T. Right, and the moon continues to move around the earth and it comes here, first quarter, which is 7 days. It's known as the first quarter, or you can write it in full. First quarter, the shape looks like letter what? D. Then, as it moves here, more of it is now becoming clear, and this phase is known as the gibbous. And we come to the full moon. This time, when you see the full moon, it's when the sun is shining directly onto the earth, and when we experience night time, you see the moon clearly when it's at this position. Okay, then it repeats itself again, so we still have that phase as gibbous. Last quarter, 21 days, and you go 21 plus 7 more days will give you 28 days. And we have crescent. All right, there's no life on the moon. It's a bare rock, and its gravity in our previous lesson is 1/6 that of the earth. So whoever is going up to the moon always wear heavy suits so that you don't float away or get lost in space. All right, receiving teachers, we are on the same strand, substrand, outcome, and the unit, which is 9A, Earth and Space. Our topic for today's lesson is on the solar system, part 1, and other members. This is lesson 96. Receiving students and the model class, your workbooks, you should turn to the page. Can someone give me the page number? Thank you, Clement. Everyone should turn to page 24. That's where you will see your activity for today's lesson. Now, when we talk about the solar system, what comes onto your mind? What do you think, or what do you picture on your mind? Solar system. Michael, any ideas? Solar system, what do you think about? Or what is the first thing you imagine? The picture on the screen will help you. Beckley, thank you.
Collection of information in the planet.
All right, good collection of information about the planets. Okay, do you think we only find planets in the solar system? Okay, solar system simply consists of the planets, the sun, the stars, and other objects in the space. And in today's lesson, we will look at those particular objects that make up the solar system, including the planets. Now, first activity in your groups, this is what you're going to do. Class, let's read together. All right, let's read better this time together. Start. In your group, discuss all right, so that's the first activity that you will do. I will only give you 1 minute. In your workbook, you will have that same instruction in your workbook. For the sake of the schools that do not have workbook, the instruction is there for you on the screen. You follow the instruction and do the activity. I'd like you to discuss and draw anything that you can think of that make up the solar system. Or something that you like about the solar system. It can be the moon as well. Right, I'll give you maybe less than 2 minutes to complete this simple activity. Right, you should come up with maybe 2 or 3 pictures drawn in your book. Okay, good. We have the sun already. Okay, solar comes from the word sun. System includes everything that is with the sun. Earth, other planets, stars. So draw anything you want to draw in the space provided. All right, I can see some nice pictures already been drawn from some students. Good. Go on, it doesn't matter if you draw the right ones or the wrong ones, so long as you understand what things make up the solar system. Yes. Nice picture. This one. Whose is this? Your son. That's good. Okay, are you drawing or you're thinking? You all want to draw one? If you are lost, please discuss with your group members to help you. Good. That's it. What's this? Moon. What did you draw? Okay, what are you drawing? Okay, make sure you know what you are drawing, because I am going to ask you what the picture is about, or what have you drawn. And why did you choose to draw that particular thing? Okay, what is this? All right, we still have 2 more questions to answer, so we will move on. Let's see the 2 questions. Okay, so for those of us who have finished drawing, question number 2 reads, what are planets? In your own words, describe or explain what are planets. And number 3, meteors, comets, and asteroids. If you know any of them, describe one of them. Receiving students and the model class, I've asked you to bring FMS Book 1, Fundamental Science Book 1 with you. I hope you have your books with you. For the model class, I am also going to give you other resource books which will help you to find out more or do a short research in class about meteors, comets, and asteroids. Those are few objects or some objects, common objects that are found in the solar system. All right, model class, I've marked the pages using a pink flashcard, and that flashcard shows you where you should tend to when you are looking for information. So no need for you to go through the table of content. For the receiving schools, your FMS books, your teacher will help you to look through your books to do your exercise or finish completing questions 2 and 3. quickly. Okay.
See this one.
And the sticker will show you where to open. Okay, choose any. Which one? Quickly. Second one, or the first one? Quickly, quickly. This one, okay, here. Open to this page. Sticker here. Then to the page. This is where the page is for you to. Plus this book. You can use this instead. Dictionary. You get a book? You got one book already. All right, by now you should move on to question 2 and 3. The books that I have just given to you and your FMS books will help you to complete question 2 and 3. Try and label your pictures. Okay. Choose any of them. You want comets, asteroids, or meteors. What number are you on now? Question number 3. Yeah. Then you go on to question number 2. Okay, we should stop drawing now. Maybe drawing you can complete it later. You should start on question 2 and 3.
What a planet. That planet. Inner planet and
Okay, move on to your questions now. Your pick. All right, I am going to stop you very shortly. I hope you have answered question number 2 and 3. You choose, for question number 3, you choose any of those words, meteors, comets, or asteroids. You discuss in your group, choose any of them and try to write about one of them. Thank you. All right, I am going to choose one volunteer to show us their picture. 2 or 3 volunteers to show us their picture, and the other 2 to go through question number 2 and question number 3. Write your activity 1 activity 1 is drawing anything that belongs to the solar system or that makes up the solar system. Let's have Momoru. Momoru will show us a picture and tell us what she has drawn. Sorry, Nola. Okay, Nola, with holding up your book, facing it to the class, showing your book to the class. The receiving students also would like to see your picture and tell us what you have drawn. Thank you, Nola. Just tell just name all those things you draw, that's all. Show your picture, face it to the camera. Okay, class, sitting up straight, and let's see Nola's picture, and she will tell us what she has drawn. Take your book, hold your book. Somebody, you hold a book. Hold the book, quickly. Yeah, you hold a book. Lift it up. Wait.
This is the sun,
Come, I hold it.
rain, moon, stars, Jupiter, Earth, Mars.
Okay, class, give her one big clap. All right, thank you. Anyone wants to show their picture? That's Nola's picture. Receiving students, I hope you have the same essay or you have some nice ones drawn so far. We'll have somebody from that end. Okay, tell us what you have drawn. quickly.
The solar system are made up of the 9 planets and the sun.
Name those planets if you have written their names.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
All right, class, give him one big clap. All right, so Shannon has gone ahead by drawing the 9 planets and naming them. Okay, that's not bad. Others have seen your pictures. You have drawn stars. Some of you have also drawn some of the 9 planets with rings around them, maybe Jupiter and Saturn. Some of you drew stars. Very good. All your pictures are okay. None of your picture is bad so long as you understood what you have drawn. Let's move on to question number 2. What are planets? Anyone's got an answer for that? Polisila? Quickly.
Planets are large masses in the space, like the head that go around the sun or the star.
All right, good. Now, good answer from you. Let's move on to number 3. Meteors, comets, and asteroids. What do you know about any of them? Win, thank you. Choose one of them.
Comets are considered part of our solar system because they orbit the sun.
All right, good. Lisa?
Asteroids are small rocky planets orbiting the sun, which is over 50 kilometers long.
All right, good. Now, class, copy this down quickly in your books. You may have the same information as mine. What are comets? Comets consist of frozen gas and dust. They warm up and burn up, creating bright tails of light. Okay, comets are wandering objects in the space, and they are frozen gas and dust. And when they warm up, they burn up, creating bright tails of light. Okay. At your own time, you can do a research to find out more about comets. All right, next one. Meteors consist of pieces of rock and dust and burn up when they reach the Earth's atmosphere. And they are also called shooting stars. When you see stars, shooting stars in the night, they are actually meteors burning up. All right, last one. Asteroids are small bodies of iron and rock left Asteroids are also known as minor bodies of the solar system. They are leftovers from the formation of the solar system. And looking up here on the whiteboard, asteroids go around. These are located here. They're located between the planet Mars and Jupiter. And these blue marks here, I just drew around here are asteroids. And where this area here, this is called the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt is where is found between Mars and Jupiter. And asteroids are simply small bodies of iron and rocks. So small bodies of iron and rock go around this area here between Mars and Jupiter. And that area is described as the asteroid belt. All right, I'd like you to check again. Check. Comets. Let's move on to the next one, meteors. You check. Read through your notes, and if you have missed out one word or any other words, you write it down. All right, class, is that all right? Next one, asteroids. All right, sitting up straight, let me see how many of us have finished copying the notes on the 3 different objects that are found in the space. All right, our key phrase for today's lesson. Your summary is from the notes that you have just copied down, plus your summary can also come from your activity, right? Key phrase for today, comets, asteroids, and meteors. Our next lesson will be on the solar system part 2, and you will continue to look at planets. Right, your materials for the next lesson are as follows. Receiving teachers, please provide any other resource books that are related to space for your students to use in the next lesson. With that, thank you, class, for your participation in today's lesson.